March is Women's History Month, and to celebrate, we're rolling out a special interview series hosted by me, Emily Curl, with some leading ladies in music. Join me for some real talk on real topics that affect women. Hey everyone, it's your girl, Emily Curl with iHeartRadio, and today we're joined by artist Maggie Lindemann. Hey Maggie, thank you so much for being here.
Hi, yeah, of course, thank you for having me.
In honor of International Women's Day, I wanted to ask you a bit about your experience being a woman in the music industry and a few of the women who shaped you to be who you are today. So to kick us off, what woman is super inspiring to you right now?
Oh my gosh, there's so many, but I think Hayley Williams has always been really inspiring to me. She's just, I don't know, she just seems like such a good person, and I just like love everything about her, and she's so talented, and she just seems so sweet, and throughout her whole career, I don't know, she just seems like genuinely like just such a good person to like look up to, and I don't know, I love her music too, so she's like a musical inspiration for me too.
Have you met Hayley before?
I have not. Mm-mm.
Oh my God, that's gonna be special when you do to get to tell her that.
Yeah.
Now, who is someone who you haven't met before, and another person you haven't met before, that significantly impacted your life?
Lana Del Ray, for sure. I started listening to her music in 2012 when I was in 9th grade, which was like the worst year of my life. And that's when the Born to Die album came out, and that album like literally helped shape me. And I don't know, I just, whenever I like look back on those times, like I just immediately think of like Lana Del Ray. So I don't know, she definitely like positively helped me in some really dark times.
Do you ever go back to that album?
Oh yes, like every day.
Really? That's like
it's
your go-to.
So good. Yeah.
What about a woman who's given you the best life advice, and what would you say that advice is?
Probably my mom. Just like growing up, she would always tell me, obviously, like mom things like, oh, you're gonna, don't say this, you're gonna regret it one day, or like, don't grow up too fast because when you're older, you're gonna hate being an adult and all this stuff. And like, obviously when you're young, you're like, nah, like you don't know what you're talking about, and you'll do it anyways, and you'll make those mistakes. And then you get older and you realize how much truth she was speaking. So I think my mom has like definitely given me the best life advice, and I wish I had listened when I was younger.
Now I want to transition and talk about music with you, because you are someone who's found such a way in this world with music for you. What would you say is the most challenging part of being an artist for you right now?
Being on like social media and stuff, like just trying to like find the healthy balance, because I feel like it's more recently, especially this past year with like us being in a pandemic, people have so much time on their hands. And it's gotten to be like very, very negative again. So I think just like trying to find like the healthy balance and not like stress myself out with other people's opinions.
So true. I feel like, no matter, anyone who's putting themselves out there online is going to get criticism in some form, especially right now. How do you deal with the trolls of the internet? Does it still get to you sometimes if you read negative comments?
Oh yeah, it definitely gets to me. I don't know. I'm very sensitive, and when people like, especially speak on my character, it like really, really offends me and like really hurts my feelings. Like you can call me ugly all day, but like when you say something about my character, it like really bothers me. So I just more recently, like I've tried to not read all of that stuff, because I used to read all of it, and it helps a lot to like just try to stay off of it. But it still gets to me. Yeah.
Oh, it's so tough. And especially, I feel like with social, like you mentioned, with social media, especially during the pandemic, it's like millions of strangers at your fingertips, constant connections. And like, even for me, it's like sometimes just like the trap of comparison can be tough. How do you navigate social media in that aspect of like how much you consume, how much you put out, and what does that balance look like for you?
That's why they always say like social media is fake. Like you can't just look online and like see someone's life and think it's perfect. It's because like, even for me, like the only stuff I put out onto social media is like when I look my best and when I have something really good going on, like with my music. Like I try to really only ever post about my music, and then every now and then it'll be a selfie because I felt like I looked really good that day. So it's like when I look at other people's posts, it is really easy to like compare myself and be like, oh, like I need to get work done, or like I need to work harder, or like whatever it is. But I think it's just having to remind yourself, like, same with me, like you only post when you have something good going on, like when you have an achievement or when you like look good. So you can't read too much into all that.
Yeah, definitely. And in terms of, looking back on how you've grown over the last few years, what have you learned to love or make peace about yourself now that maybe you didn't when you were younger, and now that you have that perspective?
I don't know. I feel like there's stuff is so like switched now. Like the stuff I worried about when I was younger, like I don't worry about now, but stuff I did worry about when I don't know. It's like so switched and weird. But I don't know. I'm like learning just to like, I'm an adult now. Like a lot of stuff that I didn't care about when I was young, like I feel very, very passionate about now. And I don't know, like a lot of stuff has just like switched on in my brain from when I was younger. And just like learning to forgive myself and like be kind to myself, and like learning that friends aren't everything, and like all these things that I used to think were absolutely everything and so important are not as important. And like work is my main focus. And like when I was younger, it was like, I need friends, like I need to be cool. And now I'm like, yeah, I don't care. Like I just want to work.
And you released Paranoia at the beginning of this year in January. What do you feel like that is the most accurate depiction of who you are as an artist now and the music that you want to keep creating?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I always get questions like, oh, is this your new genre? Or like, are you just experimenting? Like, no, this is definitely the genre like I'm sticking with,
So for you, where do you think you get your confidence from? As specific as possible, what would you say?
I feel like when I like have my makeup done and like have on a cute outfit and I just feel really good, like I feel like I look really good. I feel like my most confident, and I don't know, I think it's just about like feeling confident in yourself. I don't know, like even if you're not the prettiest person at the party or like you don't have the coolest outfit on, I think it's really about the way you carry yourself. And it's like you can really tell when you look at someone like who has like self-love and like it shows. And I don't know, I feel like it's really hard to like love yourself all the time, but for me personally, when I'm like done up and I feel like I look really good, like I have a lot of self-love in those moments. So
well, honestly, same.
Yeah, I don't know. And then when I'm not wearing any makeup and I'm in bed, I'm like, oh my God, like I'm so ugly right now. And then I feel disgusting. Yeah.
What badass female energy do you channel when you do need some extra muscle? Do you have a go-to?
Angelina Jolie.
Ooh, good one. Is there a specific Angelina? Like which one? Which era?
Oh, during her like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, like Gia, like that whole time. I mean, when she was just like Girl Interrupted, like that era of her, she was, yeah. Every interview she does, she's just so cool. Like, she's so cool.
On that same note, who is like your style icon? Like, who do you like love the way that they present themselves?
There's so many different people. Avril Lavigne is like a big one for me. Gwen Stefani, Amy Lee. And then also I get just like a lot of inspiration on Pinterest.
Oh, really?
I find like a lot of style inspo on Pinterest. Yeah.
I love that. Okay, I'm gonna have to fire up my Pinterest again.
Yeah, Pinterest is good.
It's so fun. Okay, so Maggie, last question for you is, obviously 2020 was a crazy year and now we're into 2021. What is something that you are planning on fully leaving behind in 2020? And what's something that you want more of in 2021?
Negativity and people that are really judgmental. And I definitely feel like I've fallen into a category of being very judgmental in the past, and I don't like who I was like turning into. So I'm trying to better myself in those ways and just like be a better person. And like, I don't know, I want to like be that friend that people feel like really confident in. Yeah. So I'm just trying to like channel that good friend energy.
Good friend energy in 2021. I love it.
Yeah.
Maggie, thank you so much for being here. Congrats on Paranoia. That's already out this year. We're so excited for you. And happy International Women's Day.
Thank you. You too.
And we'll talk to you soon.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for next week for another episode with an inspiring woman. See you next time. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Did you like that video? You can check out more over here. And don't forget to subscribe to iHeart right here. And if you're already a longtime fan, make sure you ring the bell down below so you don't miss a single video. Bye guys.